Donald Trump accusing the Department of Justice of, quote, colluding with the Clinton campaign after the latest batch of leaked emails appear to show that DOJ gave the campaign a heads up on court cases that pertain to the former Secretary of State. Here to react is the Milwaukee County Sheriff, David Clark. Sheriff, it's good to see you this morning. So quite apart from this presidential race, nobody wants to believe that our justice system is corrupt. And yet in this latest batch of emails, we see this. This is an email from Brian Fallon. He's the Clinton campaign flag, the spokesman. And he says this, quote, DOJ folks informed me there is a status hearing in this case this morning, so we could have a window into the judge's thinking about this proposed production schedule as quickly as today. Now, I don't really see an alternate explanation here. It does seem like the Department of Justice is colluding with the Clinton people even as they investigate her email matter. Is that what it looks like to you?
Well, I don't know what you mean by the people don't want to believe that the United States Department of Justice is corrupt. It is corrupt, and it extends from the White House as well. Look, this started out years ago when the then Attorney General Eric Holder became the only Attorney General in U.S. history to ever be found in contempt of Congress. But you know, this corruption, it's all throughout the government. It's the courts, it's our institutions of government, the higher-ups at the FBI, U.S. DOJ, the Congress, on and on and on. And I believe that the American people are finally going to have to rise up. It is pitchfork and torches time, to use a metaphor, in America to get these people out of here and for the citizens of the United States to take this country back. This whole thing stinks. It's illegitimate.
Well, I mean, you, of course, work for the government. You're in law enforcement. You see the justice system at work every day. And you hate to, and what I meant by, in my first question, by you hate to think this, the idea that the average person is held to a different standard legally than people in power is the most corrosive idea that you could have. If people really start to believe that, then that's a threat to our system itself, isn't it?
It's a big threat to the system, but they're going to have to believe it if it's going to change. I mean, you look at this current Attorney General, when she met with Bill Clinton on the plane, you know, days before the U.S. DOJ announced that they would not charge Mrs. Bill Clinton in the email scandal and the Secret Service scandal, or Secret Server, I should say. You know, you're right. People have lost faith in this thing. There is a different standard. There's no doubt about that. Look at the IRS. I can go on and on and on. When I say our institutions are corrupt, I can go one after another and give you an example of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's a reason all of this is happening. There's no question about that. Sheriff David Clark joining us live this morning. It's great to see you, Sheriff. Thanks a lot for coming on.
Thank you.
Next up, he was the